Hey everybody, it's Michael from michaelangelocaruso.com. There's a YouTube channel of the same name. Just go to Michelangelo Caruso on YouTube, find the channel, and subscribe to get more video tips like this. And of course, if you do any kind of presentations at all, join my Present Like a Pro group on Facebook. I bought some blue blockers the other day. These are special sunglasses or special glasses that block out the blue light that comes from, say, computer screens. And I'm going to do an unboxing here for you in just a second. Before I do, I want to talk about why I bought a pair and why you might want to think about getting a pair. This idea about blocking what's called premium blue light and also UV light is becoming more and more important because we're spending so much time in front of devices now. It used to be we only talked about this in terms of computer screen time, but now, of course, there are lots of cell phones shouting at us, giant LED lights in our living rooms on these giant flat screen TVs. That's changed from the last few years, and so it's becoming a thing. Experts think that this might be a $27 million industry in a few years. The advertised benefits of the glasses include less eye strain, improved sleep habits, and prevention of eye disease. Now, here's the thing. There is no proof yet that the blue blockers actually do any of this. And part of the problem with that is that it's a newer product. The FDA does not currently regulate eyewear because it's not marketed as a medical device. Let me repeat that. The FDA does not regulate eyewear. Wow. Actually, not surprising when you consider that the FDA also does not include how much of your daily amount of percentage of sugar is on the nutrition label of any food that you buy. All the other ingredients have a percentage, no percentage by sugar. Not a zero, no percentage, FDA. Also, not surprising that there is no regulation of eyewear when you consider that the American Medical Association still does not formally recognize psychology. So the American Academy of Ophthalmology says you don't need blue blockers and has gone on record as not recommending any kind of special eyewear for computer users. Interesting. They say that the symptoms of eye strain, digital eye strain, are linked to how we use our digital devices, not the blue light coming from them. So if that's true, then this whole thing is a sham and blue light blockers are, urban legend, right? But let's think about the entire picture and not just what the experts are saying at this point. People that have tried wearing blue blockers do report less eye strain. And people are being able to measure results in their sleep, for example. Like I can't do a lot of TV. You know that giant LED I was telling you about? It's in my living room too. And I find that if I watch TV right up until the time I go to bed, when I go to bed at night, I can't go to sleep. I couldn't quite put my finger on this for the longest time. And then I realized it's because my eyeballs are dancing around in my head. I mean, I don't feel them fluttering, but I do feel like this unsettling sensation, like I just can't relax. I just can't let it go, man. And I think it's because of the light stimulation. So I bought a pair of these blue blockers, and I'm going to take them out of the box here in a second, just show you what they're about. So what if there was a measurable result? And what if it wasn't you can't measure if your eyes are being strained less, right? But you can measure if you're sleeping better at night because you use blue blockers to watch TV or to work on the computer before bed. Now, a lot of computers have a blue block setting where you can actually program it, say after 7 o'clock at night or before 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. No blue light coming from the screen. So the computer manufacturers believe in this enough to actually make it a setting on the computer, even if the eye experts, don't think it's a thing yet. The other thing is that when you sleep at night, you can measure how well you're sleeping. Now, you might not be able to attribute why you're sleeping better, but what if you did a test? What if you wore one of those Oura rings at night? And there's other ways to measure your sleep. Sleep is measured, by the way, by heart rate and body temperature and how often. There's all kinds of metrics for this. You can do this at home now. You used to have to go do a sleep study. Now they have tools. You wear a ring on your finger, and it gives you a fantastic report about sleep. I'll put the link in show notes. Oura ring, Oura. So simple technique now. The Oura ring's running over $400. The glasses themselves are 20 or 30 bucks on Amazon. And if you say you're going to watch a movie before you go to bed, so you test your sleep before you go to the blue blockers, and then you start using the blue blockers and test your sleep results again, just to see what happens. And people are finding out that sleep is turning out to be better for them. Now, absent of everything I've said so far, the experts say, if it's just usage, why don't you just take care of yourself and take a break once in a while from using computer screens? For example, there's the 20-20-20 rule, which states that for every 20 minutes you look at the screen, reading a book, you're reading an audio book, reading a book online, right, or on your reader, your Kindle or whatever, or watching a movie, that you would look away from the screen for at least 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. So I'm in the screen now, right, looking at the screen for 20 minutes, and then I look at a distant point away from the screen for only 20 seconds. That's not much of a break, but it's enough to give the eyes a chance to rest and reset. So the 20-20-20 rule is a good idea if you want to take care of your eyes. You can also, of course, adjust your seat, adjust lighting in the room, and use artificial tears should your eyes be drying up. By the way, I also recommend checking the humidity of where you work, because that can cause your eyes to dry too. Humidity in most workplaces should be about 30%. You can fix that with a humidifier, all kinds of tricks for that. And by the way, if you wear contact lenses, you should take them out once in a while just to give your eyes a break. So these are just some ideas and best practices for taking care of your eyes. Let's do the unboxing. As you can see, this is called, cleverly named, No Blue. And these are technically billed as sunglasses, and they're advertised to block 99% of harmful blue and UV rays. Notice it says harmful, and factor that against everything I just told you. So I am not an expert. I am not a doctor. I'm just unboxing the damn product and telling you why I bought it. And then I'll show you what they look like. You could give them a go if you want. It's certainly not very expensive if you ever wanted to try them just to see what would happen. I mean, you're the best judge of whether or not your eyes feel better, right? So a little plastic bag, no surprise there. And as you can see, they look like a pair of hipster sunglasses. There's nothing terribly unique about the construction. I've owned sunglasses that look like this, actually. But the frames are just like regular glasses, sunglasses or glasses. But the plastic lenses are where the magic is. That's the blue blocker. And when you put them on, my experience is that they give a little tint, a cast. In this case, you'd think your eyes like playing tricks on you, right? I want to say it's giving everything an orange cast. Why do I want to say that? Because the lenses are plastic, by the way, not glass, and they're orange. So you put these on and you think, oh, I'm seeing everything with kind of an orange tint. And I guess that's kind of true, but that's not really what's happening here. You don't care about that. What you care about is the fact that the blue light that's stimulating you before bedtime especially is being blocked, 99% of it, by these special lenses. That's the magic. Now, what happens when you watch TV? You work all so hard to get a great flat screen TV that's showing you, 4K resolution and all this. Well, you're still going to see blue light coming from the TV, right? If the hero in the movie is wearing blue, you still see the blue, it's just not as brilliant as it is when it's on the screen. That's how I would describe the impact in layman's terms. Okay? But, judge for yourself. They're not that expensive. Just pick up a pair. And I am not an affiliate for this company, so I am not receiving any kind of compensation for it. But I just wanted you to see and learn a little bit about it with me. We're all learning, right? So if you are an expert in eyes and eye care, especially if you're an expert in blue light and the impact it has on us as human beings, please comment down below and let's see if we can learn together. Again, if you like these types of videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Michael Angelo Caruso. And if you do speaking of any kind, join me on the Present Like a Pro group on Facebook. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.